This is the treatment area for 3 to 4 week brows. It's really fab. So this is the shape we're going with. God, my under eyes look so bad. But this is the shape we're going with. And we're just about to do the last pass. One more set of numbing cream and then we're almost done. Oh my God! They're even better than last time.
I think so. I think they're a little bit more, they're softer, aren't they?
Definitely. And they don't look as like,
yeah. But I did do a longer brow on you that time because you were used to always getting the 3 to 4 week brow.
Yeah.
And I think we did a slightly harder angle in here.
Probably,
I kept it out a little bit farther this time. It's prettier, isn't it?
Very much so, yeah. Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah.
I love them. I love them. Okay, so what will the healing involve, Lorna?
So we've basically got them to about, I'd say, 90% perfection regarding symmetry. I kind of err on the side of caution, so if we go slightly too far, there's no coming back. So we're going to wait, let them fade down, see what the colour is like, see how your face relaxes as well. So when people just get them done, they end up holding their face in a particular way when they look in the mirror. And then when they go away and they relax, you can see
there might be
there might be ever so slight adjustments. So we're going to get you back in a month again. You may not need a top up because you didn't the last time and they were so perfect, but we might just do a couple of tiny adjustments. So what I did was I just softened the shape a little bit more. I made the arch slightly thicker. I shortened them a little bit as well because your face is a different shape.
Yes.
This 2 years later, it's quite a different shape.
Slimmer.
So it's a slimmer face, it's narrower, so I've made the brow slightly shorter. You don't need that extra length this time. And I've just softened it out, made the edge or made the tail a little bit thicker as well.
And healing wise, what am I to do for aftercare then?
So you're going to clean them down with saline twice a day. I'm going to give you an emollient vitamin cream that you can apply if they get itchy. If the skin is oily, which Laura's skin is itchy or oily, sorry. It is better to dry heal them.
So happy, so happy. You happy?
Yeah, they're really nice.
So good.
The colour is, I used a softer colour on Laura as well this time. I think just your hair is a softer colour. I think you had it dyed.
It wasn't as harsh.
Yeah, so I used a kind of a dark cocoa, which was a slightly cool colour last time. And I've just used a 35, which is just a very flat mid-brown this time.
Cool. Okay. Will we talk about pricing? I know no one likes to talk about pricing, but...
So it's €650, but that includes all your top-ups. So Laura was really lucky. She didn't need any top-ups, but sometimes when people have problematic skin, we might have to do 2 or 3, sometimes even 4 sessions, and they all take 2 hours.
So till you get your perfect brow, $650.
Yeah,
no,
and
regardless.
it's all included. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right.
And that does it include a shape beforehand?
Yeah, it does. And it also includes your hour-long consultation.
And your aftercare stuff
as
well.
And your aftercare. Yep.
Cool.
All right.
And in fairness, when it comes to your face, I think you should go to the best regardless of price. I mean, pricing around I think is a bad idea when it comes to your face.
Sometimes as well, there would be like special offers where you'd get it, like let's say for $199, but then you have to pay for your subsequent top-ups. And depending on your skin type, it can be very frustrating for people if their skin rejects the colour because they have to keep paying for more top-ups. You know.
And I'm going to ask you one more question, Lorna. You work with a lot of fixer-uppers, don't you? As in, you fix
I fix a lot of yeah. So I think research is key. Do an awful lot of research before you allow somebody.
Because you're saying girls come in here and they're like devastated.
Yeah, and like the thing is that, you know, microblading, micropigmentation, embroidery, whatever you want to call it, whatever they call it, once you're implanting pigment under the skin, it's a tattoo. And though it might fade over a few years, it often will never fade completely. And sometimes if the colour is too dark, it's never going anywhere. You know, if they use a black, it's not ever going to leave the skin.
And no one needs a black.
So we do removals here as well. Very few. I've used black on maybe 1 or 2 people ever, you know.
Okay.
So
you're allowed to pick up the pieces then.
Yeah, so research.
Research is key, people.
Yeah,
and if you want to go to the best that I think there is in the biz, Lorna here in the Brower, I think Noella's doing it as well, isn't she?
Noella is amazing as
And
well.
both in the Brow Artist in Ranelagh Village. Alrighty, I've just left the studio. I remember this feeling now. I remember what this feels like. My eyebrows feel really hot, like on fire hot. My forehead feels numb, and I know I'm going to be in a little bit of pain later, but tomorrow it'll be all good. Alrighty, hang on, we'll see if we can get some better light. Okay. Would you believe I don't think they look as crazy as they did a couple of years ago. Lorna did tell me that. Laura, you're not going to be as stunned. Hey man, looking at me. You're not going to be as stunned as you were last time. And that is true. I'm going to zoom you in right now. I'm in no pain. They feel like if I touch them, they'd be tender. Well, I'm not touching them because obviously I don't want to inflict no pain on myself. But this is what we're working with. Looking good. This is my good brow. Always has been. Always will be. Oh, and Lorna put a tint on my lashes as well. Actually makes a huge difference. Okay, everyone's looking at me now, so I'm going to have to bow it. So I'm currently putting some saline solution, which is, for those of you who don't know, salt and water on my eyebrows, and it feels very, very soothing. I'm just like going with the hair flow and then against the hair flow. It still feels quite tender. It's been exactly 24 hours since I've had it done. My sleep last night wasn't great because I couldn't face plant into my pillow like I usually do. But look, it's to be expected. Short-term pain, long-term gain, ain't that what they say? I have the ointment on. Lads, I actually can't get over how much I love the shape. Yeah, I have the ointment on, like not for any particular reason, but I think I remember last time I used to put on a really light layer just before bed. And that's what I'm going to do now because it worked really, really well last time. I did another salt water cleanse. I'm just out of the shower. And yeah, everything's going tubularly. It's been 60 hours since I had them done. It's day 2, basically the evening of day 2. They're starting to itch me ever so slightly. But I think the colour is definitely fading a little. Maybe I'm just getting used to them. But yeah, this is the update on the evening of day 2. It's the end of day 4. I wore makeup today. Like, obviously I avoided my brow area because it's still technically a healing wound, but they looked perfect. No one commented on them, no one stared at them. I think they look pretty much perfect now. As Lorna said, I do not want them to fade anymore. They're not really that itchy, they're not that scabby. Still clean them twice a day with the salt solution. Putting on the tiniest bit of that ointment at night time, just like the tiniest bit, just to keep them slightly moist. And that's all I've been doing, and I think they look pretty good. We are officially, literally to the hour, 1 week on. What do you think? Sorry for the background noise. I think they look spectacular, if I do say so myself. I literally don't want them to fade anymore though. I did have some like eyebrow dandruff, which is just basically the skin flaking off from the healing for the last few days, and that wasn't very nice, and my brows were quite itchy and it's hard not to scratch them because obviously it'll take off the chunks. But yeah, I think I'm basically fully healed now. I think I have a little bit left in this brow. Hello, so it is day 14 post brow procedure. They are completely healed, no longer itching. I literally just put a tiny bit of ointment on them there 2 minutes ago just because I actually haven't done it for the last few days. But yeah, I'm going to zoom you in so you can see the finished products. I think the shape Lorna achieved is pretty fantastic. I might still go back and get this one topped up. I'm not so sure now. I actually kind of like them the way they are. Yeah, so that is it. If you have any further questions, leave them in the comment section down below and I will try and get to them. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and I will talk to you in the next one.